Well, in this very short 5-minute screener demonstration, I hope I can show you how my students and I use Google tools to build portfolios of work for each of them, and how those portfolios integrate a whole range of Google applications. I've stored the access to my students' portfolios in something called a live binder, where I create tabs which link to each of the portfolios, effectively each of the Google sites that my students create in our first session. So if I click on Pfizer, this incidentally is the scheme of work for the subject, which is interactive and which the students use in each session. But let's click here and look at Pfizer's portfolio, which, as you can see, is a Google site, a front page of a Google site. Unfortunately, she's got a portfolio, but there's time to change that for the better. What I'll show you in a moment is how we use that Google site to link to other elements of the student's work. And to do that, I've created a demonstration page, just very much along the lines of the one we looked at and the one that the students create. Okay, well, this is my Google site front page, and I've inserted an image and some text. On the right-hand side here, I've also inserted a text box. And in that text box, which I've called coursework links, I've got the students to put hyperlinks to 3 things. The students have to record a 10-minute training video in the area of management, and before they film it, of course, they need to write a script and to rehearse their video. So I've got them to create a Google document and to share it with each other and with me, so that wherever they are, students can amend and collaborate on this script. They don't have to be in the class. And here's an example, just a simple Google document with an image. Here's an example of what they've been working on in the first session. Now, the other beauty of Google Docs, of course, apart from being able to share and make comments, as we can up here, is the fact that I can comment here in terms of formative assessment and guide them as they build their script for their impending video recording. I get my students to set up a blog using Google's Blogger feature, and I get them again to link that blog to this text box on the front page of their Google site. So let's have a look at what it's Pfizer again. Let's have a look at what Pfizer's been up to in professional competencies. Okay, so we forgive the spelling and we'll correct that later. You'll notice that she's imported videos and discussed what we do in the class, and I can then again comment on her work and give her guidance and formative assessment. Okay, well, those are the links from the front page. I've also got them to create an online mind map using something called Mindomo, which I could quickly show you if I have time. And Mindomo allows students to build online mind maps, import images, import relevant videos from sources such as YouTube and so on, and they can build notes into each of the topics or subtopics. So I'm not here to talk about mind mapping, so let's get back to our portfolio. The 2 remaining features are over here on the left, and this is where I get students to upload their formal assignments when they're complete. And if I click it, you can see it's also the place where I can store the assignments for them to download. Now, they haven't actually completed assignment 1 yet, but when they do, they simply sign in and upload their work in response to this diesel company case study. Again, you can see it's all accessed through this very simple and quick to set up Google site. One of the things I'm happiest about and most pleased about is that at the start of the subject, we set up a Google group for each of the student teams, and they work in teams of 3 or 4. So we build Google groups, and then in this Google site, you can simply insert, using the URL, insert the Google group directly into the site. And then, of course, from there, we can make comments and share ideas and upload files. And there is the Google group embedded in the Google site. So I hope you're getting the flavor of this one-stop shop for using the portfolio built in Google sites. It's clean, it's simple, it's easy to set up, and from a teacher's point of view, it really works.